got our footage synchronized, let's go ahead and create a multicam sequence. And actually, I'm going to use all of this. I'm not going to really cut this. So what I'm going to do is create a new sequence, and we'll bring all of this synchronized footage into my project file. So I'm going to go ahead, new sequence, and I'm going to call this, actually no, we're going to make it even simpler. I could do that, new sequence and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and select my raw interview, right click on it, and say duplicate. There we go, we've made a copy. You can see it says copy 1. I'll click on the text, and I'm just going to give it a name. I'm just going to call this interview project, and I'm going to take off the raw. And of course, if this was the name of our project, I would put interview project, then my name. And what I like to do is, if my project sequence, I like to keep it all the way outside. So if I close everything down, I can see this one because this is my main project. And we'll double click on this. Now you can see I've got my raw interview and I've got my interview project. I'm going to close the raw interview out, so I don't need that one for right now. The reason I do that is if I make a mistake, I can always go back to that other sequence to reference or pull footage, or to fix anything that I may have done wrong. So now that we've duplicated that, let's go ahead and do our multicam processing. And I'm going to switch over to editing. So we're in editing mode now. And so multicam, here we go. So I'm going to select my footage again like I did before. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say nest. And I'm going to give this a name. I usually give this a name like interview. Actually, my preface is MC, or prefix is MC for multicam dash interview. That way I know it's my multicam. From there, I right click on that again, and now I've got multi-camera enabled, and I'm going to say enable. And you can see it changes MC1. That stands for track 1. There's 2 clips, there's 2 tracks, track 1, track 2. You can have up to 9 at most. And you probably saw that switch. But we don't really see, like when we play it back, we don't really see where we can make the edits.